Dive with us today into the enigmatic story of Mel's Hole, which first came to light on the popular radio show Coast to Coast AM. A tale as deep and mysterious as the hole itself, it began in 1997 with a caller named Mel Waters. A seemingly ordinary man with an extraordinary claim, Mel spun a tale that has kept us intrigued for decades. Near the tranquil town of Ellensburg, Washington, Mel alleged the existence of a hole on his property. But this was no ordinary hole. This was, according to Mel, a seemingly bottomless pit with peculiar properties. He detailed how he had tried to measure the depth, using weighted fishing lines, but had found no end. Thousands of feet of line were lowered into this abyss, only to disappear without any sign of hitting bottom. But the strangeness didn't stop at the hole's unfathomable depth. Mel spoke of unusual phenomena that defied explanation. Objects thrown into the hole, he claimed, would vanish without a sound. No splash, no echo, no impact, as if swallowed by the earth itself. Even more intriguing, he reported a strange absence of shadows cast near the hole, a detail that sent chills down the spines of listeners everywhere. These claims, outrageous as they seemed, were delivered with such conviction and detail that they sparked a wildfire of curiosity and speculation. The story of Mel's Hole captured the imagination of the public, who were drawn in by the allure of the unknown, the unexplained, and the seemingly impossible. So what is it about this hole that keeps us intrigued? Is it the mystery, the unanswered questions, or simply the allure of the unknown? As we delve deeper into this enigma, remember, sometimes the most profound mysteries are hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. As the tale unfolds, Mel's Hole becomes even more mystifying. Mel Waters, the man who brought this phenomenon to light, claimed to have conducted a series of experiments. One such experiment was the infamous fishing line test. Mel allegedly lowered a fishing line, weighted at the end, into the hole. The line kept descending and descending, and the hole continued to swallow it, seemingly without end. Thousands of yards of fishing line later, and still, the weight had not hit the bottom. More intriguing, however, was the radio silence. Mel attached a radio transmitter to the line, but as it descended, all transmissions ceased. It was as if the hole itself was consuming the radio waves. But the mysteries didn't stop there. Reports started coming in of animals behaving unusually near the hole. Dogs would refuse to go near it, and birds would steer clear of its airspace. There were tales of a hunter who claimed that his dead dog had climbed out of the hole, alive and well, days after he'd thrown its body in. These strange occurrences began to paint a picture of a hole that was more than just a geological oddity. It seemed almost as if the hole had a life of its own, a strange force that defied the laws of nature. There were many who dismissed these tales as nothing more than urban legends, the ramblings of a man seeking attention. But for those who listened to Mel's stories, who heard the conviction in his voice, disbelief was not an option. They wondered, could there really be a pit in Ellensburg, Washington, that defied explanation? Was it a portal to another dimension, a gateway to the afterlife, or something else entirely? Could it be that this hole defies the laws of physics, or is there a rational explanation waiting to be uncovered? As we delve deeper into the story of Mel's Hole, the questions keep piling up, the mysteries keep deepening, and the intrigue continues to grow. Just when you thought the tale couldn't get any more bizarre, enter the US Army. Now this is where our story takes a sharp turn into the realm of the unbelievable. Mel Waters, the man behind the legend of the bottomless pit, made some startling claims about the military's involvement. According to Mel, not long after he revealed the existence of the hole to the world, he was forcibly evicted from his property. Now who has the power to do that without a second thought? You guessed it, the US Army. Now, why would the Army be interested in a simple hole in the ground, you might ask? Well, Mel believed that the Army had a vested interest in his hole. He claimed that the military was conducting secret experiments, drawn by the inexplicable properties of the pit. The hole, he said, had a mind-boggling depth that defied explanation and seemed to exhibit other strange phenomena that piqued the Army's interest. Mel's assertions were further fueled by rumors of a government cover-up. Whispers began to circulate that the Army was hiding something, that the hole was more than just a geological curiosity. These rumors, unsubstantiated as they were, only served to deepen the mystery surrounding the hole. Was the army truly conducting clandestine operations at the site, or were these claims just a part of Mel's elaborate narrative? Could the hole really have properties that were of interest to the military, or was it just a tall tale spun to intrigue the listeners of the Coast to Coast AM radio show? We may never know the answers to these questions. The US Army, unsurprisingly, has remained tight-lipped about the matter. However, one thing is certain. The supposed involvement of the military adds yet another layer to this enigmatic tale, making it all the more captivating. Was the Army's involvement a measure of the hole's importance, or just another layer to this puzzling story? As we delve deeper into the tale of Mel's Hole, the mystery only thickens. Stay tuned as we explore the intriguing disappearance and return of Mel Waters in the next chapter of this captivating saga. Mel Waters, the man at the center of this mystery, vanishes only to return with an even more incredible story. One day Mel Waters was there, and the next, he simply wasn't. His sudden disappearance, much like the hole he claimed to discover, seemed to have no bottom. The man who had captured the public's fascination with tales of an unfathomable pit near Ellensburg, Washington, had vanished without a trace. The whispers grew louder, the rumors more wild. Had Mel fallen into his own hole? Had the Army, who had once showed an interest in this bottomless pit, had something to do with it? The speculations were endless. Months passed without a word from Mel, until one day, out of the blue, his voice echoed again on Coast to Coast AM, the radio show that had first aired his extraordinary tale. Mel Waters was back, and his return brought with it an even more astounding story. Barely pausing for breath, Mel spun a tale of another hole, this time in Nevada. This hole, he claimed, had properties even more bizarre than the first. He spoke of black beams and a seal that could heal. His words, as unbelievable as they were, held listeners captive once more, their eyes wide and minds whirring. Mel also shed light on his disappearance, claiming he had spent the intervening time as a hired hand on a Basque sheep ranch in Nevada. He spoke of his experiences during this period, of strange encounters and unusual phenomena. The more he spoke, the deeper the mystery seemed to grow. The return of Mel Waters was as sudden and unexpected as his disappearance. His new stories, even more bewildering than the first, added a new layer to the enigma. Each revelation, each claim, only served to deepen the mystery, to stir the pot of curiosity and intrigue. Mel's return added more questions to the enigma. Would we ever get to the bottom of this mystery? After all these years, Mel's Hole remains an unresolved enigma, a source of endless speculation and intrigue. This supposed bottomless pit near Ellensburg, Washington, has been a hotbed of mystery ever since Mel Waters, a guest on the radio show Coast to Coast AM, first brought it to public attention in 1997. But despite the passage of time, the hole's secrets remain as elusive as ever. Why does Mel's Hole continue to captivate us? Perhaps it's the allure of the unexplained, the tantalizing whisper of the unknown that stirs our imagination. Some see it as a gateway to other dimensions, a portal to the underworld, or even a hiding place for extraterrestrial life. Others are drawn to the scientific curiosity it presents. How deep does it go, and what could possibly be at the bottom? And then there's the intrigue of the Army's involvement. Why would they be interested in an ordinary hole in the ground, if that's what it truly is? The military's presence suggests that there's more to Mel's Hole than meets the eye. This thread of the story has given rise to a host of conspiracy theories, each more fascinating and outlandish than the last. The tale of Mel's disappearance and return only adds to the enigma. Where did he go, and why did he return? His reappearance on Coast to Coast AM sparked a fresh wave of speculation and debate. Was he silenced, or did he uncover something during his absence that compelled him to speak out again? In the end, the enduring mystery of Mel's Hole is a testament to our insatiable curiosity and our fascination with the unexplained. Its story is still being written, shaped by the theories and ideas of those who dare to ponder its depths. So, what do you believe about Mel's Hole? We invite you to dive into the debate and share your theories about this enduring mystery.